everybody, and welcome to another Spooktober special episode of We Watch Shudder. My name is JD. Who's here with me?
It's Michelle.
It's Michelle. There she
It's
is, Miss
Michelle.
Michelica. I
Oh,
don't know what's going on.
my aunt
As you
calls me
listen,
Miss Michelle. I
look,
was
if
really
you're
feel special.
listening, who calls you Miss Michelle?
My aunt.
Oh, that's nice.
She's done it since I was a toddler. It makes my heart happy. You can't call
Oh,
me Miss Michelle, but Val can.
okay. Well,
Okay. Hi.
fine. I
Hello,
guess I
everyone.
guess Val just has more privileges than I do. That's fine.
How dare she?
Hi guys. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you. That's awesome. We watch Shudder. That's why it's called that. Sometimes we watch stuff that's not Shudder because Shudder's not always doing stuff. And then sometimes in October we watch stuff all the goddamn time. And today we're talking about another Halloween-oriented film, another release from Netflix going back to 2020. Michelle, what are we talking about today?
Um, we're talking about Hubie Halloween, and I just had a very funny revelation. I happen to know that this episode, we record them in advance, you guys, in July. Hello, it's July 10th right now. What? You just
I
listened to
would
the
hope we
Terrifier episode?
record them all in advance, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. We have to tell you every time there's a Spooktober episode because we're just not going to do this to ourselves. I have so
No,
many movies to
Michelle,
watch
my
in
point is,
October.
of course they're recorded in advance. They wouldn't be recorded after the fact.
You know what? Shut your mouth. Anyway, I happened to look, and this episode comes out on October 7th. And I
Yeah,
have
it's a
Hubie
Monday.
Halloween Wikipedia pulled up because that's where we're going to be grabbing our Descrippy script from. And that says this movie came out on October 7th, 2020. So it accidentally looks like we are commemorating the 4-year anniversary of Hubie Halloween.
Well, I mean, we are definitely releasing a Hubie Halloween episode on the
In
fourth
celebration of.
anniversary of the release of Hubie Halloween.
Okay.
So
I just,
Hubie
I,
Halloween is the Adam Sandler Halloween movie that Netflix paid for and released
how it
4
works.
years ago today, apparently. Um, here's the summary that we found because the one on IMDb is too long and whatever. Here's the one that we pulled from Wikipedia. The Hubie Halloween follows a Halloween-loving delicatessen worker named Hubie who must save the town of Salem, Massachusetts from a kidnapper as various hijinks occur. Hubie Halloween, Netflix, Happy Madison Productions. Michelle,
Yeah.
would you like to give us your spoiler-free thoughts, please, about Hubie Halloween?
Oh man. Okay. When JD put together our Spooktober watch list, he very deliberately did adult content one day and then family friendly the next.
Well, let's
And
clarify. When Michelle says adult content, we mean like rated R horror movies. We're not talking about like Halloween porn. That's
damn it, I thought we were talking about Halloween porn the whole time. I've been watching all the
oh,
wrong movies.
there's
They
a
just happen to
movie.
coincide with the
Look
actual
for a
ones.
movie called Donna the Dead. Anyway, never mind.
Oh, I'd watch that. I'd
It's
absolutely watch
no,
that.
you shouldn't. It's anyway. Let's talk about Hubie Halloween. Michelle, spoiler-free thoughts.
Yeah, so we're doing like a family friendly sandwich between other things. So we just got done recording our episode about Terrifier, and now we're talking about Hubie Halloween. And let me tell you,
Oh, we sure are.
if there's a gamut of horror movies, I'm about to say something that's gonna upset JD. If there's a gamut of horror movies that I enjoy, that's a good representation because please don't lose respect for me, but I laughed a lot during Hubie Halloween. I think it's adorable as like a very young teenager family friendly film. It was nominated for some Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards. His two daughters are in it. This is such family friendly content. This is like Little Nicky, which I fucking love. I am a big Adam Sandler fan. I will tell you when his stuff is bad though. Like I every time we get a movie, I'm just happy it's not another Jack and Jill. At this point, I will take a lot of things from him. But never again, Jack and Jill, please. But this is just like it's little Nicky, but if he was born on Earth and loved Halloween, it's the exact same character. It made me laugh. Is it like a super solid movie? No. Is it really funny at times? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm giving it let's do a 3.25 so that you still maintain some respect for me.
3.25 skulls, huh?
Yep,
For
three
for
whole
Hubie
skulls and a
Halloween,
quarter.
3.25 skulls. Michelle, are you
Yeah,
are you a big Adam Sandler fan? Have you seen the vast majority of his films?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. All
Uncut
right.
Gems is a perfect movie.
All right. Well, that's not exactly an Adam Sandler film, if you know what I mean. But anyway, Michelle, are you at all curious about my spoiler-free thoughts about Hubie Halloween?
Well, I know yours, so I forgot to ask. JD, what are your spoiler-free thoughts on Hubie Halloween?
I feel like the best way to express my spoiler-free thoughts on Hubie Halloween would be like this. Mr. Sandler, your film is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever seen. At no point in your rambling, incoherent film were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone who saw the film is now dumber for having seen it. I award you 0 skulls. May God have mercy on your soul. This
That's a Billy
is,
Madison reference. I
guys.
know that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, guys. I gotta be honest with you. I sent Michelle a message halfway through this movie, and I said, Michelle, a lot of movies, for a lot of reasons, have pushed me to that edge. And I'm here to tell you guys, this one has put me over. This movie is fucking stupid. Oh my god,
Yes.
I feel like everybody involved in the making of this movie should, except for the small bit players who I'm certain every one of them knew how fucking dumb this movie they were involved in really was, but they needed a job and they took their paycheck. This feels like a bunch of people just, it's like Adam Sandler called up all his buddies. He's like, "Fucking Netflix gave me like 40 million bucks to make a stupid Halloween movie. Let's all cash a check. There's gonna be, oh look, the dog ate his own shit. Oh, it's so funny. Oh look, there's a bunch of poo. Oh, they progressively throw bigger and bigger shit at." I'm gonna spoil too much of this movie before we get to the spoilers. Yeah, this movie's fucking dumb.
Oh my God, you
I
guys,
haven't
if
I haven't
you,
I haven't openly directly insulted a movie in a long
yeah.
time. This movie is fucking stupid.
Oh,
Okay, I
JD
feel
has
better now.
has
I feel better.
tried to turn over a leaf. When we first started, we would openly say this movie ruined my day, which I still think is a hilarious, overly exaggerated way to
Oh,
express
it
an
still
opinion about a
happens. I
thing.
just try to
Yeah.
be more democratic about how I say it.
Exactly, because there's lots of people involved in the production, and we want to find good things to say about them because clearly not everybody involved would have made this movie subjectively bad. There would have been somebody who wholeheartedly put all their effort into something, and we can't just say a movie's bad. No, JD's making an exception. I don't remember The
No,
last time he disliked a
good
movie
on
this much.
good on everybody who got to collect a paycheck for this thing. But gee, they spent millions of dollars on this movie, Michelle, and Flint,
Thank
Michigan still
God.
doesn't have any fucking clean water like 7 or 8 years on. What the fuck?
Okay, well,
Anyway,
I think we could say for a lot of movies, their budget should have gone to making water drinkable.
well, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
I just
maybe especially Hubie Halloween.
This movie
JD,
is an hour and 45 minutes long. It took me 4 hours to watch it.
how dare you say that Shaq just needed a paycheck and that's why he's in this movie for 5 seconds?
No, I fully believe
Okay,
Shaq probably thought this was fucking hilarious.
and he's right. Should we get into the spoiler territory so we can just talk about it?
I mean, here's the spoiler. This movie fucking sucks. Don't waste your goddamn time. Jesus. How did they get Steve Buscemi to be in this fucking thing?
He's a good friend of Adam Sandler. That's how this is all just his
Yeah,
friend.
but he also has a reputation to protect.
No, he doesn't.
He's actually like an actor.
Steve Buscemi
you know?
can do whatever he wants and he'll still maintain a good reputation. He's at the point where his reputation is so good it doesn't need to be maintained. He can be in Hubie Halloween.
I asked my mom to sit down and watch this with me because I've been asking her to watch a lot of the ones that are supposed to be a little bit more, I don't even want to say necessarily family friendly, just not necessarily real aggressive, violent, like horror Halloween movies. I just want to do some Halloween flicks. And this is just, first of all, this guy's like, oh, I'm a Hubie Dubois. He's basically it's just like, oh, Hubie Dubois, like Bobby Boucher. And Little Niss. This is every fucking character that Adam Sandler has ever done. He's just this guy with a weird voice who is a strange, quirky dude, and everybody picks on him. And then there's the lady who's got the VV initials, like she is in every one of these fucking movies for some reason. Veronica Vaughn, Vicky Valancourt, what's a Violet Valentine, whatever. And of course, she's she's over the moon about this guy and has been for her entire life, yet somehow it's his responsibility to tell her that there's something going on. She can't just speak up and speak her own goddamn mind. That's a very powerful character that I would have liked to see presented a whole lot differently. Fucking Ray Liotta. How the fuck did they get Ray Liotta? Like, I understand why Rob Schneider and Kenan Thompson and Tim Meadows are in this. I don't understand why Maya Rudolph is in this movie. Every one of those people read this script and said, yeah, that's something that I wouldn't mind having on my resume. Did they all really need the paycheck that bad? The only thing I can think of is not that they needed it that bad. It was just so fucking crazily big for what is so obviously a phone-in effort from every single one of them that, like, I don't know. I've probably said way more about this than I need to. I'm done. You talk for a while.
Oh, okay. Um, I thought it was really funny at the beginning when Adam Sandler, his character, Hubie, Mr. Halloween himself, he gets scared by something and his mom hears him yelling and he says he's just practicing yelling. That's really funny. That's really good. His mom found a shirt at the thrift store that says boner donor, and so she tries to explain that a boner is like a mistake.
Oh,
So
and then he just says boner a bunch for the rest of the movie.
yeah.
Get it? He doesn't know what a boner is. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. They keep asking if he has kids, and he says absolutely not because he's definitely a virgin, and they confirm that at the end.
Oh, I have a
He says the
girlfriend. She lives in
line.
Canada. You wouldn't know her.
He,
Give me a Jesus.
he says the line, "Now you're all in big, big trouble," and that's from a different movie, O'Goyle Rules. Huh? Remember that movie? How can you hate a movie that's dedicated in memoriam to Cameron Boyce, who died
Did
way
you
too young?
watch it?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And I
how
hope
can.
his ghost loves it.
The movie.
How
Oh
dare you?
God, I want this episode to be done as soon as possible. I want to erase this movie from the sphere of my experience and give it as little fucking time as I possibly can. This is a whole new level of I cannot. This is a movie that Netflix paid millions, and this is the reason that Netflix is going out of business in 3 years because they've stuffed so many dollars, billions of dollars, into delayed cost fucking shit that's all gonna come back to haunt them before they know what's going on. This movie is fucking trash.
You should
Here's how
probably
bad
not
this.
watch
Here's how
Leo.
much I.
It's the
Here's how
same
much I
voice.
hated this movie, Michelle.
Yeah.
I went back
Yeah.
into our score sheets to look at other movies that I had given 0 skulls to, and there were 3 of them. One of them was The Scary of 61st, and fuck that movie. One of them was Citizen Toxie, and fuck that movie. The other one, though, was a movie called The Twin, and I said, you know what? I'm giving this one a 0 skulls, but The Twin doesn't deserve to be in that company. I bumped it up and gave it a skull. I changed. This movie is so bad
Well,
it made me change my official rating on another movie because I felt that movie didn't deserve to be in the same class as these films. I just, God, 2 hours of my life that I will never, 4 hours of my life that I will never have back.
well, now I'm kind of sad because you made work for me and I have to go update the website to change
I
the
already
twin to a
updated
zero
it.
skull.
Well, I updated it
No.
on the spreadsheet, not on the website.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, it's I gotta go update the website and I gotta say
Oh,
when it changed, so I'm gonna have to mention the episode. Hilarious timing though that Mike messaged me today to ask if I've seen a movie called
yeah.
The Twin. And
Oh,
you're like,
we've seen a
I just
movie
how did
called
he
The Twin.
know? How did he know? You guys, if you want to hear what we used to be like, listen to our eighth episode. We're
Oh,
different
then
people.
just heard what I
We've
used to
grown,
be like.
but it's so
This
funny to
movie.
me. Um,
I think honestly,
I
what it
I
is this is a movie that was made by like there are so many people involved with this who are so comfortable and so even like again like your Tim Meadows and your Rob Schneider and those guys, they may not be, at the absolute top of their career, but these are people whose names are known, right? These are like I feel like if I was ever going to feel comfortable utterly berating the shittiness of a movie, then this is the cast that can handle it. The only one I feel bad for, and honestly, genuinely fucking baffles me, is how the hell did they get June Squibb to be in this? I will never understand. But yeah, I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. Do you?
a little bit.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
June Squibb's in a movie called Thelma.
I want to
So
see it so
I'm excited to
bad.
see
Don't
that.
spoil it for me. I've heard so many good
I haven't
things.
seen it. I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
good.
No, I'm just
I
saying,
want
like,
to
I've
take my
heard really good
mom to
things about
see it. I
Thelma.
feel like she would love it.
Yes, I am looking forward to that one. I was just going to talk about a couple other things in Adam Sandler's library because people might only know the old stuff. And then Uncut Gems, which is a 10. I don't care what you say. You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah is his movie starring one of his daughters, I believe, Sunny. They do a very good job of not giving her an IMDb presence, so I don't know if it's Sunny or Sadie. I don't remember. Both of the daughters are in this movie, Hubie Halloween, which we both really enjoyed. But You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah is very cute. It's about his daughter, and she has a fight with a friend, and I highly recommend it as a very good family movie that is not as Adam Sandler-esque as his other movie that we watched. You should not watch Leo because that is the same character but as an animated old turtle. But I also enjoyed that movie. And then Spaceman, a surprising drama slash sci-fi flick that we got from Adam Sandler, the Sandman himself, where he is, oh God, what happens in exactly? He's on a spaceship and shit goes wrong in space, and that's always something that I love. And he's a very serious man, a very serious spaceman. In fact, all 3 of those are on Netflix, which is apparently personally funding Adam Sandler's lifestyle, and also Hustle. Hustle's a great movie, also on Netflix. And I'm just now making the connection that he's just recruiting people for a basketball team. Okay, I think that's the Mike Jordan one, if I remember, and the Murder Mystery 2, also on Netflix. Okay, every movie this man does now is on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's a
Yeah,
conspiracy. I'm starting to realize.
he signed a development deal. Happy Madison signed a development deal with Netflix. Everything they do goes through Netflix now.
That makes a lot of sense. At least there's still good stuff that he's putting out, like Hubie Halloween. Leo was silly. I'm sure kids like it. You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah was actually very cute. And I like that his daughter is doing stuff. And like I said, they're doing a really good job of keeping a celebrity daughter off of IMDb and keeping her very like, you don't know a lot about her. And you know what? That's kind of cool because she's now getting into acting and we still don't know a lot. And like, I don't know. I truly actually respect that as a celebrity, making sure that their kids are hidden from the public because that needs to happen more. Okay, now I think I'm done too. I tried to drag this out as long as I could, but I'm just delighted that you did not like it.
Oh,
It just
wow. Thanks.
it's
Thanks.
so rare that you get angry on the podcast about a movie, and I'm just really happy about it. I'm sorry.
I
It's
was.
fun for me. I'm sorry it took you 4 hours of your life though to
Oh
watch
my
this
god,
movie.
it was such a
I
goddamn
would have liked it more
chore.
if you liked it, but it is very funny when you don't.
Well, I'm so glad we're done with it so I can move on with repairing my broken sense of self-worth. This movie drove me to be the old awful me. Michelle, that might make it even worse than the scary of 61st.
Whoa.
I
How?
know.
No. No.
Probably not. No.
Even I gave the Scary of 61st a very low score, and I have always been a nice person who is way too lenient
I would
on
like to point out,
on
yes, that
movies.
Michelle, I have now technically given 4 Zero Skull ratings. One of them got retroactively bumped up, so 3 zeros. Michelle has never, ever given a Zero Skull rating. She's way
It's
too
coming though.
nice.
It's just got to be like, no, it's got to be special. I need something that is deliberately offensive, like Scary of 61st, but you hated it so much that I did have to give it a quarter of a skull, not a half skull, sorry, just to annoy you because
you
that's who we
you
were when
hate
we started
oh
this show.
that's lovely. This movie gets a quarter
That's
of a
who
skull
we
because
were.
it pissed off my co-host so much I had to appreciate it. I love you
That's
too,
what
Michelle.
we did in the beginning. It's you got really angry about movies and I gave them decent scores just to upset. No, just that one. Just that one
That's
cuz
fair.
man, fuck that movie.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Hubie Halloween's a film. I'm glad we watched
Yeah,
it.
guys, thanks for tuning in for Spooktober. We got another one coming up tomorrow. Yesterday we did Terrifier. That was a stiff one. Today we did Hubie Halloween. That was about as limp as it goddamn gets. What are we doing tomorrow,
Wow.
Michelle?
You're being a true boner donor over here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Tomorrow we're going to talk about a movie called The Barn. Say goodnight, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
For more horror content, visit WeWatchShutter.com, where you'll find our world-famous, patent-pending Ghoul blog and Squelch files, as well as a schedule of upcoming episodes. Find us on social media at WeWatchShutter on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I guess Twitter if you're still doing that for whatever reason. You can email us. mail@WeWatchShutter.com is the address. mail@WeWatchShutter.com. You can even call and leave us a voicemail, 701-566-9510. No, really. 701-566-9510. Give it a shot. See what happens. We Watch Shutter is a production of Rat Factory Media.